it's Tommy here and welcome to a super exciting Liverpool transfer news video, because the 442 newspaper is reporting that Liverpool are set to sign Jude Bellingham for around 90 million pounds ahead of Real Madrid as a kind of a parting gift before the club is sold to wealthy investors, because the 442 is reporting that Liverpool have edged ahead of Real Madrid in the race for Jude Bellingham despite FSG's intentions to sell Liverpool. So if you are excited about this news, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and listen to this video carefully, because I will have all the details, all the latest reports on Liverpool FC's transfer dealing. So FSG are set to land Jude Bellingham ahead of Real Madrid according to this newspaper, because FSG of course have confirmed that they are looking for new investors, but it looks like Bellingham's camp has made close relationships within Liverpool FC. So the manager and some of the people working for Liverpool already have close ties with Bellingham's camp and Bellingham's family. And Marca newspaper and ESPN's James Ollie says that Liverpool are all in for Borussia Dortmund star Jude Bellingham, with Real Madrid finding it hard to compete because Bellingham personally wants to sign for Liverpool. Los Blancos apparently see the deal as complicated, so Real Madrid see them signing Jude Bellingham as complicated. Man United, Man City and Chelsea are all interested in Bellingham as well, but Marca report saying that estimations of Bellingham costing 130 million pounds is way exaggerated, and that the England international could be worth around 87 to 100 million pounds, probably in that range. Remember, Jadon Sancho was rumored to cost 120 million, and in the end I think it cost something like 75 or 78 million pounds, which is still a lot of money, but it's not the originally reported transfer figure. So Dortmund have done this before, that they post an exaggerated transfer figure in the media and then they sell for a lot less. Jurgen Klopp has admitted that Liverpool could have done with signing another midfielder in the summer. Jurgen Klopp told the Sky Sports, "I'm not a big believer in looking back, but if we would have, that would have changed everything. I think it's clear that another player in specific positions would have helped us in a lot of moments this season, definitely, but our problems are not because we miss one player. You cannot prepare for everything. While it is wild and irrational in moments, I think we have to ride it out. We will get through this." Probably Jurgen Klopp said this in the middle of the injury crisis that hit Liverpool and especially Liverpool's midfield. And I think Jurgen Klopp originally said we don't need a midfielder, and he later admitted he was wrong. And during the season where we had to play Fabio Carvalho, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones so many times ahead of maybe better or more experienced midfielders, maybe Harvey Elliott is an exception to this because he has been absolutely brilliant. But the fact that we had to overplay these kind of players, these youngsters, shows that Liverpool didn't have enough world-class or enough experienced midfielders in their squad. And a fresh report from the German news outlet Sport Bild has provided an update into how Bellingham's camp are feeling during this speculation, and it looks like Bellingham wants to see concrete offers on the table from all the interested clubs who want to sign Bellingham, probably after the World Cup. He wants already to see what Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Real Madrid are all offering Bellingham. Man City and Chelsea, of course, and Liverpool are all interested, but Real Madrid as well. The report goes a step further by saying that speculation around Bellingham is affecting the rest of the Dortmund squad. It has been claimed that many players at Dortmund are annoyed by Bellingham's sometimes derogatory body language on the pitch, which is very interesting. I'm not sure where this report is coming from. I mean, is it a player leaking this to the media? Is it a player's representative, or is it a player's friend, or is it a journalist just saying this with an agenda? Further claims made in the article stated that the decision by Dortmund to bake Bellingham as their third choice captain was seen as controversial among the Dortmund squad. It has also been claimed that this could endanger the hierarchy within Dortmund, so that is very interesting. And also Dortmund CEO Watzke has claimed that I think as soon as the Qatar World Cup is over, we will have a discussion of what Bellingham actually wants with Bellingham and his parents, with whom we have a very close relationship, and of course with his advisor. We will sit down and talk it out and see how Bellingham sees the future unfolding, and then he should just tell us whether he wants to stay or whether he wants to leave. In both cases, we will have a very pleasant and reasonable discussion with each other, but we don't have to pretend that the issue is not on the table. If the really big clubs are involved, then we can't afford to have a fight financially. So that is very interesting. I think he probably wants this resolved sooner or later. Either Dortmund want to know whether Bellingham is staying or leaving, because if Bellingham is leaving, then Dortmund can already prepare in the second part of the season to look at replacements, to look at alternatives. Dortmund's scouting department is pretty brilliant. They signed Karim Adeyemi, for example, from Salzburg, and he's already doing pretty well at Dortmund, but they also have a really good eye for spotting young talent and developing them and then selling them for huge amounts of profit. I mean, Ousmane Dembele, Jadon Sancho, and now Bellingham and Erling Haaland, just to name a few players who they found and developed and grew and then sold on for a massive profit. And it's clear that Liverpool will have a major overhaul of their midfield department, because Naby Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain are not getting new contracts. James Milner, it's not sure whether he will get a new contract, but I would move him on. I wouldn't extend his contract. So Liverpool need at least 3 really awesome midfielders to be signed, either in the January transfer window or in the summer. Probably 3 midfielders in those 2 windows combined. And yeah, Liverpool will be, of course, their first choice target is Jude Bellingham. So Liverpool will be going all out to sign Jude Bellingham. But with other huge clubs interested, it's no guarantee that Bellingham will end up at Liverpool. But Jude Bellingham's admiration for Jordan Henderson is clear, and also his idol growing up was Steven Gerrard. So even though he hasn't claimed publicly, he probably has a soft spot for Liverpool. I think that's pretty clear. And Bellingham said, "I've played with really good leaders, Harry Kane, Jordan Henderson. At England, I would probably say Henderson is the most professional. He's always doing extra sessions, always working hard on the pitch, even in the gym. He's always putting the work in." And when Steven Gerrard, the Liverpool legend, praised Bellingham, he said, "It's an honor really to be put in the same sentence as players like Steven Gerrard, players that I've looked up to." I did see that Gerrard praised me. Someone sent it to me. It was a bit surreal, to be honest. Someone sent me the clip on my phone and I saved it straight away and watched it about 3 or 4 times, and then I had to calm myself down. But when one of your heroes says something like that about you, it's a good indication of where you are at. So it's pretty clear that Henderson and Gerrard is or was 2 idols of Bellingham growing up. And even Henderson himself admitted that Bellingham, at his age, at 19 years old, he's miles ahead of even himself, Jordan Henderson, at the same age. He said, "I'm a big fan of Jude Bellingham. He's a fantastic player. Even at such a young age, he shows fantastic maturity on and off the field. You can see how hungry he is to be a top player, and he has all the attributes to do that. It was a pleasure to play alongside him and Trent and just to try to help them cope. I was trying to help as much as I could, but to be honest, he's a top player who has shown that in the biggest games for Dortmund, I see him going from strength to strength all the time. I don't want to praise him too much and put too much pressure on him, but he has a very good head on his shoulders. I'm told he has good people around him and a good family, and you can see that is an important part of him. I think he will be a top player going forward. He looks ready even at such a young age. He looks ready to play in the big games. I watch him for Dortmund. The way he performs is outstanding. He showed what he can bring to the team. A year down the line, he's only going to get better and he could have a big influence. He's miles ahead of me when I was at his age. But for me, I would say for him to just keep doing what he's doing. Keep working hard every day in training. Stay focused on what you want to achieve. He's already got that and good people around him. Just keep your feet on the ground and concentrate on football. If he does that and stays fit, he will be a top player. He's already is a top player and he will go from strength to strength in the next few years. I don't like speaking too highly of players, especially when they are such a young age, because everybody else seems to do that pretty quickly. But I've been very impressed. I like the way he plays. I like his personality, which is the most important thing. I like the way he conducts himself. I've got nothing but good things to say about him. He's a great lad, a fantastic player, and I'm sure he will go from strength to strength as he gets older and mature. When I watch him, he plays with such maturity, even now at just 19 years old. The sky is the limit for Bellingham, really. He's still very young, he's doing so well at Dortmund, and he's done well whenever he played for England. For me, let's just let him play football. Let him enjoy it, because he's such a special talent. Yes, he has got leadership qualities, for sure, but there's no need to put that pressure on him right now. Let him grow into the person that he can be on his own. He's got his feet firmly on the ground. He has such maturity for a young player. I know in my own mind that he's going to be a top player, and I think that Jude Bellingham has the sky as the limit. As long as he stays humble, keeps working hard, keeps up doing his best in every game and every training session, every gym session, then he will become a world-class player. He just needs to get the right environment, and I think at Liverpool he would get the perfect environment, and also learning from Jurgen Klopp and maturing under him. That is a really big pull for Jude Bellingham, a big pull from Liverpool, that he can work alongside Jordan Henderson, alongside Jurgen Klopp, and alongside other world-class players. Of course, a lot depends on how Jude Bellingham will do at the World Cup. If he does really well and England go to the semi-finals or maybe even the final, which I don't think they will do, but there is a possibility, then Jude Bellingham's value could go higher even more. And Liverpool are also interested in another Dortmund talent, Mo Koko. We already made a video on him. It's on my channel probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, so make sure to check it out if you want to know a bit more about that player. His contract is up at the end of the season, so Liverpool could in theory sign a pre-contract agreement with him in the January transfer window, so hopefully we can do that. But the fact that Liverpool are interested in 2 really big talented young players is really encouraging for the future, and I think this is exactly the kind of people, the kind of players that Liverpool need to sign to get to the next level and to make that transition into the next great Liverpool team. Fabrizio Romano also said that Liverpool's main target is Jude Bellingham. They know it's not an easy race because Borussia Dortmund want around 150 million euros, so let's see how it will all work out. But the price tag will be really important, and also there will be many clubs including Man City, Chelsea and Real Madrid fighting for Jude Bellingham. So Liverpool probably would have to sign Jude Bellingham for a club record transfer fee, but I don't think it will be anywhere near 150 million euros, probably around 110 million euros, which is around 90 to 100 million pounds. So let's wait and see how this whole race for Jude Bellingham develops, but I will be sure to keep you guys in the loop, to keep you guys updated, and that's why I love making these videos, so you guys know all the latest reports, all the latest details on the players that Liverpool are interested to sign. So if you are interested in more, make sure to subscribe and stay up to date. And also, Steven Gerrard said that he expects Jude Bellingham to be a superstar for the England national team. He said, I think for the viewers watching this World Cup, there is a massive opportunity to enjoy a massive pool of players from different countries. I've competed against a lot of these players, your Messis and Ronaldos of this world. They will be the 2 big games with a lot of focus, but the tournament is going to be littered with high-class players. And I will be focusing my attention on England, Gerrard said. I'm really excited to watch Jude Bellingham. I'm a massive fan of him. I think the next 10 or 15 years he's going to become an England superstar. There is a lot of Premier League players out at the World Cup, and they will be hoping they are on the right side of a successful tournament. So Steven Gerrard being a big fan of Jude Bellingham is awesome, because Jude Bellingham, growing up, Steven Gerrard was his idol. So let's hope Jude Bellingham could become the next Liverpool superstar, and in the future maybe the next Liverpool captain as well, following in the footsteps of his idols. Jude Bellingham is idolizing Steven Gerrard and Jordan Henderson lately, so how awesome would it be that he would be the next Liverpool captain, maybe after Virgil van Dijk. So yeah, if you enjoy these videos, leave a like, have a nice day, see you later guys, goodbye.